Getting a good night's sleep is important. We know this, and we've known this our entire life. No one ever said or believes that sleeping less is better for you. But when we think of getting a good night's sleep, we often think of feeling awake, energized, and able to concentrate. And these are tremendous benefits of sleeping well. But they're not the only sleep benefits. What we may not realize is just how much our health and wellness benefits from quality sleep. Sleep is a restorative process, and getting quality sleep is vital to maintaining a healthy and long life. The same is unfortunately true in reverse. Poor quality sleep is destructive and can actually shorten our lifespan. So today I'm going over the top 6 health and wellness sleep benefits to illustrate the importance of getting a good night's sleep. Hey everyone, my name is Matthew and welcome to Calm Insomniac, where we're a community of people trying to get a better night's sleep. If you enjoy learning about sleep health, sleep tips, and relaxing classical music, then please subscribe with notifications on. And if you enjoy this video, please give it a like, as it greatly helps out the channel. Let's dive right into these sleep benefits, starting with our first one, which is improved memory. Now, I realize that improving our memory isn't a direct health and wellness benefit, but it is a major sleep benefit. And if you've ever experienced feeling frustrated or stressed because you just can't remember something, then I'd argue that this could turn into a wellness benefit. Furthermore, the ability to create and retrieve memories is a crucial part of the adaptive process. And from an evolutionary standpoint, this could be vital for our survival. For example, the ability to remember the location of a food source or the location of danger could be the difference between life and death. Even in our modern world, creating and retrieving memories is part of the learning process. So if we're learning a new skill, or studying in a class, or even just remembering how to get home, the ability to create, store, and retrieve memories is very important. When we sleep, we allow our brain to store memories for later retrieval. So think of our brain like computer hard drives. During the day, we accumulate many new potential long-term memories, and these new memories are temporarily stored in your brain's hippocampus. The hippocampus is like our computer's main hard drive, and like our computer's main hard drive, the hippocampus has limited storage space. At night when we sleep, these memories are transferred to our brain's cerebral cortex, which acts like an external hard drive. This process determines with high accuracy which memories need to be stored for the long term. This process also frees up the hippocampus, which allows it to temporarily store new memories the next day. So if we don't sleep, or if we don't achieve enough REM sleep, which is when this process mostly occurs, we become incapable of retrieving memories. The hippocampus, like a hard drive, has limited storage space, and when it's full, it's full. So sleep allows our brain to properly process and store memories, and allow these memories to become available for future retrieval. Our second benefit is lowering our blood pressure. We've discussed many times before how we need to relax and calm down before bed. But what we may not realize is that sleep itself can actually calm our body. Have you ever woken up from very little sleep the night before? Or how about from a nap that lasted just a few minutes too long? And when you woke up, did you feel your heart racing? If you've felt this before, then you've experienced one of the negatives of poor sleep. Poor sleep is distressing for our body, and one of the ways it does this is through our blood pressure. Now, do not try this at home, but imagine wrapping a tourniquet around your arm. Once the arm is wrapped in the tourniquet, your veins will begin to swell because of the immense pressure they're under and from the lack of circulation that's allowed to happen. Well, the same thing happens to our blood pressure when we don't get enough sleep. In this case, sleep acts like a pressure release valve. Throughout the day when we're awake, our blood pressure very subtly raises, and only when we sleep is this pressure released and brought back to our normal state. But if we don't sleep, then this pressure continues to rise and we continue to experience elevated blood pressure. So quality sleep is a natural way to lower our blood pressure, and people who achieve regular quality sleep are at less risk for developing high blood pressure, heart disease, or other cardiovascular problems. As a final way to illustrate the importance of this point, hospitals report an increased number of heart attacks the day after daylight savings time begins when we move the clocks forward 1 hour, and hospitals report a decreased number of heart attacks the day after daylight savings time ends when we move the clocks backward 1 hour. Our next benefit is increased fertility. Now, this benefit might speak louder to men than women, but it's important for both sexes. Reproduction is one of the basic functions of existence. Of course, today we choose whether we want to reproduce or not. But throughout our evolution, reproduction has been vital for species survival as well as the passing down of genetically favorable traits. But whether or not you choose to have children, increased fertility is a good thing. Increased fertility brings about it more energy and higher happiness, and that's certainly a benefit regardless of whether or not you want to reproduce. Research has shown that men who do not get regular quality sleep suffer from a higher deformed sperm count. Additionally, these men tend to have smaller testicles. Now, particularly regarding the deformed sperm count, this doesn't exactly place you high on the evolutionary reproductive totem pole. And for women, poor quality sleep can also impact fertility. A woman who doesn't get quality sleep may have eggs that are less ready to accept fertilization. And of much greater consequence, though, is research has found that women who do not get quality sleep while pregnant, especially during the first trimester, are at a much higher risk of suffering a miscarriage. Our next benefit is a boosted immune system. Now, the phrase boost your immune system often elicits many eye rolls from the scientific and health communities, and this is because we don't exactly boost our immune system. Instead, we keep our immune system at peak performance and ready to fight off infection at a moment's notice. Sleep is the most natural, effective way to keep our immune system at peak performance. Think back to the last time that you slept poorly for at least several nights in a row, and it doesn't matter why you slept poorly, whether it be stress or for some other reason. And now think back to the last time you caught a cold. Did you catch that cold just after you had achieved poor quality sleep for a short period of time? When we aren't well rested, our body is less capable of fighting off infection. In fact, you may be fighting off a cold for several days and not even realize it. It's only when you get poor quality sleep that our immune system diminishes in effectiveness, and then it's not capable of actually fighting off the infection, and then you notice that you're sick. Similarly, getting plenty of sleep is one of the best ways to fight off infection. We need as much rest as possible because this gives our immune system a chance to actually fight off the infection and restore its abilities to their full potential. Our next benefit is increased mental health. Remember that our physical and mental health are both vitally important, and they are inextricably linked. When one suffers, the other suffers too. Remember, sleep is our body and mind's way of naturally resetting itself. Throughout the day, our physical and psychological tension build up only to be released by sleep. So sleep is our natural reset button, and this is especially true for our emotions. One of the reasons humans are so unique from all other species is our highly skilled ability to decipher emotions, especially through visual cues. In fact, a large portion of our brain is dedicated to the deciphering of visual stimuli. And this is one of the last areas of the brain to mature through adolescence, which is why many teenagers are so bad at deciphering emotions. But the same happens when we're tired. When we're tired, our brain perceives more emotions negatively and often incorrectly. For example, a non-expressive, seemingly blank face may be interpreted as being angry or dismissive when we're tired, when in fact the person is just showing no emotion at all. And consistent sleep deprivation can lead to serious mental health problems. If our brain isn't allowed to reset its emotional centers, then we may lose our emotional deciphering capabilities. For this reason, many people who have a mental health disorder, especially bipolar disorder, suffer from poor sleep. Their brain is less capable of deciphering emotions, and poor sleep can only aggravate their mental health problem. And it's for this reason that many people who suffer from a psychological disorder are prescribed to get more sleep, as more sleep can lessen and help manage their symptoms. And our final benefit is an improved metabolism. So yes, it is possible that getting more sleep can help you lose a few pounds. But this is mostly related to two hormones that our body releases that are part of our metabolism: leptin and ghrelin. Leptin is the hormone that tells our brain we are full and don't need to eat anymore. And ghrelin is the hormone that tells our brain we're hungry and we do need to eat. When we don't get enough sleep, our brain releases more ghrelin and decreases its release of leptin. This means we feel less full and hungrier at night, and this can lead to extra snacking. And if this happens on a consistent basis, you can see how easy it is to gain some weight. Even though our metabolism decreases when we sleep, this doesn't mean our metabolism isn't at work throughout the night. One study found that participants who regularly exercise and get quality sleep primarily lose weight from fat. On the other hand, participants who regularly exercise but do not get quality sleep primarily lose weight from lean muscle mass. So even though both groups of participants technically lost weight, it's much better to lose weight from fat rather than lean muscle mass. So getting quality sleep can help our metabolism and body get rid of the fat we don't want while maintaining our muscle. Alright, those are the top 6 health and wellness sleep benefits, and it really does highlight the importance of sleep. It's amazing just how much sleep impacts the rest of our body and our total health. And the sooner we respect our sleep, the sooner we will realize how much healthier we can be, and we can actually live a longer life. Let me know in the comments below, what other health and wellness benefits do you get when you achieve quality sleep? This list only scratches the surface, and there are many other ways that sleep can impact our health, and I'm curious how it impacts your health. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned something. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me on Facebook and Pinterest, check out my website, and join my email list. All of those links are down below. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about sleep health, then definitely check out this playlist right over here. And if you missed my last video where I explain how sleep changes throughout our life, then check out this video down over here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.